In today's video, we're gonna talk about how to make money from your next podcast interview. Hey friends, it's Tabitha, and if you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. So be sure to watch till the end of this video because I have some tips that you're definitely not gonna wanna miss out on. Step 1 is building a relationship with the podcast host. Now, sometimes you don't get a lot of time to build rapport with the host, but there's usually a green room. So it could be 15 minutes before the podcast airs. It could be a week before to prepare. Each podcast host does it a little bit different. But this is your opportunity to build rapport. Let them know how much you love their show, something that you've learned from them that's transformed your life, but you're gonna do things a little bit different and you're gonna stand out because of it. And a few beautiful things will happen for you. 1, they're gonna promote you and your services on their show for their audience to hear. They're going to refer you to their friends and family in their particular networks. And you never know, that podcast host may just become a customer of yours. If you've done the work in building a relationship with that podcast host, many of them will support you as an affiliate partner. Step 2, share how you learned or earned the skill that you're talking about during the interview. I'll use myself as an example. If I go on a podcast and I'm sharing all these tips and tricks on how to explode your sales through Facebook ads, promoting yourself through IG Lives, joining podcasts, and speaking as a thought leader, that's great. But if instead I started the interview by sharing my personal story and entrepreneurial journey, how I built some businesses that completely failed, and I've also built some businesses that have become massive 7-figure businesses that have changed my life, that's a very different foundation for when I go into the tips and tricks I'm going to share with our listeners about how they too can grow their businesses. Be sure to spend a little bit of time sharing your story and how you earned or learn the skill you're sharing on the show. Step 3, add value openly and freely. When I started speaking on podcasts, I wasn't sure if I should hold some information back. That way the listener would want to learn more and come to me, ask questions, and perhaps that would be the way we would start a relationship. But what I learned is the more information I shared, the more money I made. And there's a reason for that. The more value you add, the more people see you and hear you as a subject matter expert. You have now positioned yourself as a thought leader in this space. I think most people know that there's only so much information you can give in a 30 to 60 minute interview. So even if you gave your best information away, it's still enough for people to want to come work with you because they know you know your stuff. Now, step 4 during the interview process is to make sure you share social proof. I'll give you an incredible example. I have a client that helps people get rid of their type 2 diabetes by going vegan. It's so impressive what she's been able to do in her personal life, but also replicate that success for her clients. She's lost 40 pounds. She's completely gotten rid of her type 2 diabetes. She's gotten rid of her depression, and now she lives a healthy, happy life. She's gone on to do this for dozens of other people, literally helping them transform their lives. So what I tell her to do is when she hops on a podcast interview, don't just share with people how you've transformed your life, share how you've transformed other people's life. And this is a quick way to build more credibility with the listeners. So listeners won't just ask, how does she make those transformations in her client's life, but how can she help me have that transformation for myself? And that, my friend, is you priming warm leads to become hot paying leads into your business. And step number 5, have one clear call to action. Now, when I started doing podcast interviews, I was sending people to my LinkedIn, my Instagram, my YouTube, my website. And you know what, guys? People were confused on where they could learn more about my products and services. So now I send everyone to my website, www.tabithasolomon.com. There I have my lead magnet, and some people want to bypass it altogether. They've heard everything they need to hear and they know if they want to work with me to help them get more clients. And so there they can simply book some time so we can have a consultation call. Friends, podcasts are an incredible way to get warm leads to your website. They understand what you stand for, they understand the transformation you provide, and they understand your energy and your vibe if you're someone they would want to work with. This is one of the most profitable channels for me and my business to date. And here's a bonus tip. Take that podcast interview and repurpose it, especially if you got video footage to go with it. Reuse it on your Instagram channel, your YouTube channel, or anywhere else where you have a content presence. If you like this video, you're gonna love these videos where I go into more details explaining how you can explode the sales in your online business. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I post daily business tips. Remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.